Well. We're entering into the AFC and NFC championship game. There are other teams needing coaches. Ben Johnson just got signed by the Chicago Bears. Aaron Glenn just got signed by the Jets. But everyone is still talking like they were last week during the divisional round and the wild card round. Who is going to be the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys? It is absolutely big news. And now the Dallas Cowboy fan base is in a frenzy because it could be Brian Schottenheimer. I don't know if we can really say a lot of things bad about Brian Schottenheimer, but what I can tell you is this: pump the brakes. Brian Schottenheimer isn't the target. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can continue to help grow this channel and push us out into the YouTube algorithm. And if you have not, please subscribe to this channel and help support this channel. I want to build a community that's going to be one of the best Dallas Cowboy communities on the internet. And let's talk facts. I'm not sold on this Brian Schottenheimer thing. I don't understand why everyone is in such an uproar about the Brian Schottenheimer thing. I'm pretty sure one of the reasons is because of how unusual this is. Brian Schottenheimer came out of nowhere. How did Brian Schottenheimer all of a sudden rise to the top of being the top head coaching candidate for the Dallas Cowboys? Well, for me, the reason why I'm not tripping on any of this is some Jerry Jones stuff. Y'all remember what happened? What was it, about 14 months ago, somewhere in there? Jerry Jones knew it was time. It was getting ready for Dak Prescott to be extended. And then all of a sudden, Trey Lance comes into the picture, give up a 4th-round draft pick. Everybody's talking about Trey Lance is going to be the future. They're not going to extend Dak. Dak's going to get paid, but not with the Dallas Cowboys. And Dak wound up getting signed. And to me, it's like Jerry is trying to build in a bargaining chip while also having a bird in the hand. The target is not Brian Schottenheimer. The target never was Brian Schottenheimer, because if he was the target, then why did they not immediately start talking about Brian Schottenheimer and interviewing him? And also, no one else is checking for Brian Schottenheimer. But you want to know what I find to be strange? Kellen Moore was interviewed on January the 17th, 2025. That date was actually a Friday. It was a Friday, right? So then we come out of the playoff game and the Eagles win. And then out of the blue, Brian Schottenheimer is the leading candidate being reported by someone from 105.3 The Fan. He's a candidate. Then we look at Vegas. He's the favorite to get the job. Make it make sense. Where did they all get this information? And then all of a sudden, he gets scheduled for an interview. And now, as of yesterday, I'm dropping this on a late Thursday morning around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, on Wednesday, he got another interview on Wednesday the 22nd. And they're not interviewing anyone else. Because he's not the target. He's the alternate. The Cowboys are using, at least in my estimation, on just listening to everyone talk, it's like people might not be picking up on this, but it seems like to me, Schottenheimer is not the target. He's the alternate. The target is Kellen Moore. The target, y'all, is Kellen Moore. And y'all need to understand why I think some of this is happening. Kellen Moore is in the NFC Championship game. That's why I think we need to calm down. I don't think the target is Schotty. I think the target is Kellen Moore. I absolutely think the target is Kellen Moore. And I think everything that you're seeing with Brian Schottenheimer is more about Kellen Moore than it is about Brian Schottenheimer. I think Kellen Moore is who they're waiting on. And we're going to see if this proves to be true, because if they go ahead and hire if they go ahead and hire Schotty, it tells me something else, because I don't even think it'll be about them choosing him still over Kellen Moore. Because the question is, what is Kellen Moore asking for? I mean, we do know the deeper he goes into the playoffs. Now he's in the NFC Championship game. He winds up in the Super Bowl. You're not going to pay him. You're not going to pay him chop suey pay. You're definitely not going to pay him what you can pay Brian Schottenheimer. I mean, you can pay Brian Schottenheimer way less than Kellen Moore if Kellen Moore winds up winning this weekend, and definitely if he wins the Super Bowl. And it seems like the New Orleans Saints also has some interest in one Kellen Moore. Let's look at this last article from Jerry Trotter on the Landry Hat. Let's check this out. This is 13 hours ago, and I think they have this right on the head. 2 Cowboys head coach candidates emerge as clear favorites for the job. Seemingly overnight. This is the part people are not getting. This is not a part of the plan. The plan is Kellen Moore, but this has been, at least it seems to me, brought into the plan because the plan is, okay, we need some bargaining chips against Kellen Moore. How do we not give him the leverage? We stop giving him the leverage. We take away his leverage simply by showing we have an alternative. I don't think it works. I mean, at the end of the day, Kellen Moore can just say, okay, I'll just wait it out. I'll stay with the Eagles and keep winning. And then when jobs come open again next year, I'll go for those. It says, seemingly overnight, Brian Schottenheimer emerged as a serious candidate. Overnight. Let me click on this real quick. So isn't it strange? They say overnight. Didn't I show you this? Again, overnight. Kellen Moore interviews on January the 17th. January the 21st, which is a Tuesday, what do we see? The latest rumors suggest the Cowboys are going to hire worst head coach imaginable. This is January 21st. He came out of nowhere. But why? He's not the target. The point is not Brian Schottenheimer. The point is Kellen Moore. No other team in need of a head coach or offense coordinator has showed an ounce of interest in Schottenheimer. So why are the Cowboys showing interest in Schottenheimer? Now, I know we can use some of the rigmarole the media has been talking about. Oh, the team likes Brian Schottenheimer. He helped implement some of the different things in 2023. I mean, blah, blah, blah. You can tell me anything you want to. It still doesn't make sense. Why does he come out of the blue as the front runner? It says, meanwhile, the Cowboys have let both Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn go. I mean, the 2 most coveted candidates in this coaching pool take other jobs without having a single discussion. Why? Well, the Cowboys didn't waste their time. They were never the target. They didn't even want to mess around with it because they were never the target. Why did they interview Robert Saleh? I believe they're interviewing Robert Saleh in case they get their target. Hey, if you're not the head coach, would you mind being the defensive coordinator? Of which I think they lose out on that, because if he doesn't get the Jaguars job, he's probably going back to San Francisco and being the highest paid defensive coordinator in the league. Some people are saying Jerry doesn't have a plan. No, I believe Jerry has a plan. It's Kellen Moore. Now it seems to me the only thing that makes sense, unless they really want Brian Schottenheimer. But if they really wanted Brian Schottenheimer, why didn't they do that from the beginning? Why do they do it after the Kellen Moore interview? It makes me wonder. Okay, they said that Kellen Moore's interview went great, but the question is, I'm sure they're in contact with his agent. What is Kellen Moore asking? What is he asking? Because to me, this smells like a bargaining chip. It says here at the bottom, it says the Cowboys are currently not planning to set or request interviews for additional head coaching candidates. No Nagy, no Nagy, no Spagnuolo, no Cliff Kingsbury. No. Why? Because they have their target. They know the target. They got the alternative in the hand, but the target is in the bush. The target is Kellen Moore. That's why they got the bird in the bush. It says, while that could change, it's also likely they have seen enough from their current list of candidates and are mulling a decision. Other candidates have been floating in recent days, including Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. While Kingsbury was previously a head coach and has vast experience as a play caller, does not have the familiarity with the Cowboys organization. Now, why is Brian Schottenheimer the alternate? Makes sense. Brian Schottenheimer, they don't have to make a lot of change. My problem with this team, I can see it. They don't want change. I think they need change. They don't want change. Schottenheimer equals no change, especially Kellen Moore. I don't think Kellen Moore brings change. Everybody knows Moore. I think they like Moore. Dak Prescott would be very, very familiar with Moore. I think him and Moore will be able to work together really well. I mean, regardless of what people are saying about his no identity, saying about his fool's goal, no matter what anybody's saying about his play calling is terrible, he won with Dak Prescott just like Mike McCarthy did. And if you're saying that Mike McCarthy did better with Dak, you're splitting hairs and you're not being honest. Because I'll take that playoff win that Kellen Moore got over the 12 wins in the third season and the failure against the Green Bay Packers. I'll take what Kellen Moore did. The target is Kellen Moore. The target is Kellen Moore. The bird in the bush is Kellen Moore. He's the target. The bird in the hand is the bird in the bush is Kellen Moore. The bird in the bush is Kellen Moore. The bird in the hand is Brian Schottenheimer. And Brian Schottenheimer, the bird in the hand. The bird in the hand. The bird in the bush. The bird in the bush is The bird in the bush is Kellen Moore. He's the target. The bird in the hand is the alternate. That's Brian Schottenheimer. And in both of those, they achieve the same thing. Less change is possible. And I kind of have a problem with that. But y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, it's all, I don't know what else to say. I mean, this is Jerry Jones type stuff. So at the end of the day, you're still going to have to make a decision. So which one do you want? The bird in the bush or the bird in the hand? Because with either one of them, you're not going to get a lot of change. And I think with either one of them, you're still going to be successful with Dak Prescott. I don't know how far that gets you, but you still are going to win with Dak Prescott. Y'all tell me what you think. Kellen Moore, Brian Schottenheimer. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Become a member. Till the next time, let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.